Anchor Group has an incredibly talented NetSuite development team that is onshore and able to help you through some of the most complicated things that you could possibly think of, or just simply solve simple things in an elegant manner. Now, you may be asking yourself, why don't I just hire a NetSuite admin or hire someone on contract as a NetSuite consultant along the way, or that consultant to be my admin? And those are great questions. And my main answer for you would be that NetSuite is a massive software with many skill sets needed to be able to really get the true value out of it. And if you just go with someone more generalized that has light exposure to one area, you're not going to maximize the value that you could get out of every part of NetSuite as a whole. For instance, you might have someone that is very experienced in that accounting processes, but what about the order to cash process? What about e-commerce? What about integrations? How do integrations work? Do I use a middleware? Do I develop a direct API integration? All great questions. So what does it mean to have that NetSuite developer? That NetSuite developer is often going to be paired with one of our NetSuite consultants, who is going to be solution designing, architecting it all, helping to understand the business requirements, and they're used to interacting with complicated projects or simple projects, working with that NetSuite developer and merging those two worlds together so that you get the output that you're looking for. So our NetSuite developers are working side by side with our NetSuite consultants, taking those requirements and the success criteria, critiquing them, making sure their level of detail that the developer needs, and then they will go execute that script. NetSuite development has SuiteScript, but there could be other areas of NetSuite that you could qualify as development too. For instance, SQL queries are a little bit more technical. That's probably something an admin should know how to do as well, but not everybody does. It could go on probably both of those areas on how to do good reporting. But you can use SQL queries within SuiteScript. That's why it's kind of touches both worlds in that specific example. A NetSuite developer is going to be working on something beyond what a workflow can do. Things like on the transaction level detail, dealing a lot with custom records and relationships, maybe even building direct API integrations with REST API. There's different types of suite scripts, such as user event scripts, schedule scripts, mass reduce scripts, and there's a few other types as well that help you build web pages like Suitelets. Those can be useful for building like a custom application on top of NetSuite. Our NetSuite developers, we cover across the board user event scripts, scheduled scripts, direct API integrations, and even some more complicated solutions where we've built web pages for forms that are really complex, but even full applications with AI, integrating that in to make sure that we are able to improve the lead to quote time on some of our clients. So these are all areas that a NetSuite developer has those capabilities to do. There's one other area that is a little bit hard for some NetSuite developers to cross into that realm, and it touches both of these, is Suite Commerce development. Suite Commerce is a NetSuite module by NetSuite, but it is pretty different of a development experience. It's more web-based application. So you're going to be doing web development, themes, working through theme development, as well as working with extension development, which often leverages SuiteScript. So you need to have that ERP knowledge and that NetSuite scripting knowledge in order to be able to do extensions as well. And there's very few companies like Anchor Group that have that full experience that we cover so many hours of development work that we do every month on Suite Commerce. It's probably roughly 2,000 hours a month, in addition to the rest of our NetSuite development that we're doing. So we're able to combine both of those worlds. Even if you don't have Suite Commerce, it's not a big problem. You might get a customer portal in the future so you can pay invoices. And it's just nice to know that you have a team that knows not only the NetSuite development, but can take it to the next level with those customer portals. I'm doing my best to explain a NetSuite developer and how they would provide value to you, but I'm going a little bit blind on what exactly that you're looking to have answered here. So why don't you just reach out? We can talk through exactly what your needs are. I can map them to your specific use case, make sure we pull in any technical resources, and even if you need to talk to a NetSuite developer on our team, I'm happy to pull them into the conversation.